Yet another edition of Marawa TV, and it is Marawa Moments. And this time around, we're heading off to a special destination. When I talk about special destination, my goodness, I've never been to this part of the world. And that is where we're going to be settling down for a brief conversation with Pule Ekstein. He's there. He's enjoyed maybe over a year that he's been there since he left Kaizer Chiefs in Azerbaijan. Pule Ekstein, thank you so much for your time. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Rob. How are you?
I should be asking you, man. You should be out there on the field playing football. There you are, locked down. How has it been, though? I mean, how are you coping with the situation there?
I think there's nothing we can do, Mr. Rob. The only thing we have to do is to follow the instructions and listen to the doctors and everybody, because there's nothing we can do. As sports people, we have to follow all the things that they are telling us to do, because without that, we're going to get sick, because this coronavirus, it's real and it's killing.
And in terms of the club itself, have they given you a program in terms of what to follow? Do you guys do like a video conferencing where you're all training at the same time?
Yes, we do a video conferencing. Like yesterday, we started yesterday, but normally they gave us the program to do it alone at home. But yesterday we started with the video.
And how are you finding that, though? Because I mean, I don't know how big a space. Maybe you've got a massive mansion there where you can run around outside and be able to train freely. But how are you finding the restricted environment where you're not on the field, but you've got to be home?
Like I said, I had to tell my mind that I'm no longer going to go outside and play football and do all the things I want to do. The only thing I have to do is to follow all the programs that I got from the team. I've been doing some few sit-ups, stomachs and everything, because we got the program from the team. Obviously, it's not nice, because as a footballer, you want to go outside and train, meet your teammates, have fun, but it's no longer the same. So we have to do whatever we're told to do.
I know before you left for Azerbaijan, you were in peak fitness, because you remember your friend there, the crazy man from Davidton, Vusi. Vusi was putting you in tip-top shape every single day. Do you think you still were able to maintain that level of fitness that he put you in?
Yeah, I'm always talking to Vusi. We always do some few videos training together, because he's the one guy who always helps me whenever I'm not doing anything. If I'm not using the program of the team, I always train with him. So I'm happy to have him, because he's helping me a lot.
Basumlilo. Kufanele ubasumlilo mfana omdala, otherwise hey, you're going to have to come back home, and I know that you're enjoying life there. Let's talk about the season, though. Azerbaijan, you've had to move now. You're no longer at the previous club where you started off at. Just take us through that journey, because sometimes we do lose track of how you're doing over there.
Yeah, it was not something I wanted before, because I didn't know anything. To be honest with you, I didn't know anything about Azerbaijan. But after I spoke to Dino, he's the one who convinced me. Obviously, my family, they were telling me, no, go that side so that you can learn more, you can be a better player. I said, why not? After receiving a call from Dino telling me that he was playing here, so it's a nice country, I have to come here and do my things. Then I did that. I came this side. Then I'm busy doing my best, because for me, I will describe this season as my best season, because from Kaizer Chiefs, maybe I had maybe 4 or 5 goals in 5 seasons, but now I have 5 goals in 1 season and 4 assists. At least it's something for me.
But what would you attribute that to, though? Because it's quite strange that you mentioned that. And I remember last season when you kept updating me about your progress, and you were telling me about the great stats that you had from an assist point of view, where you were assisting your fellow strikers. But now I see you are on the back end of getting goals. What has changed? Have they adjusted your position somewhat?
I think it's about doing what you want to do. So if that time, because as a player, you can ukwenza into ofuna ukuzenza sometimes ngeke kulunge, but as a player you are learning, as a player you must focus, you as a player you must always try and do whatever you were doing before. So for me, I think it's been ups and downs kancane, but I will get there.
I mean, now he has Uguti a lot of the times because you are such a skillful player, you'd find other coaches that wanted to always restrict your play, who always wanted you to play a certain way, maybe almost play like a robot. Do you find, though, that where you are now in Azerbaijan, they allow you to be the Pule Ekstein, who can switch on the magic, who can switch off the magic? How do they allow you that freedom?
Yeah, they do allow me because of I'm number 10. So they always tell me, as a number 10, you must always save the ball because the transition mostly zizangami. So if I don't receive the ball, that means the strikers, they're not going to receive the ball. And the most important thing is that I must always be on the ball so that we can do most of transitions because I'm number 10. I mustn't play like a number 8 because as number 8, you receive the ball from the defender. It's either you take it to the side or to the defenders. So me, when I receive the ball, I have to go forward. So for me, it's always easy for me.
And that's it, goal. You take 5 already.
Yes, I have 5.
And how far into the season were you when we all had to now shut down our leagues because of coronavirus?
I think we were left with 8 games. I played 19 games. We were left with 8 games.
Sure. So you're playing, Ziyabuya, 18 games, you bench awusalazi these days, ne?
Ibhench angilazi, ngilibona nje manje yakhona ngiyocelebrate
I mean, which is a good thing, though, because you wouldn't have wanted to leave South Africa, go to a foreign country like Azerbaijan and go and sit on the bench so that you prevent the bench from flying when there's a strong wind. I mean, surely that's not what you wanted.
Yeah, I've seen the benefit because, like, is the situation ends again if I were to say, yeah, what is this Sabah? Because the coach came, then he said to me, I can't play you because of Foyena. I don't fit this style of play, sir. Okay. Then he said to me, ngeke ngikhona ukungidlalisa ngakhuluma ne president because the president ngamtshela ukuthi look, I'm no longer young anymore and I want to play. And I want to contribute for the team. And now you know I'm contributing for the team. But if coach says he can't play me anymore, there's nothing I can do. But the fact is that I want to play and I'm doing well for the team. So if I can't play, then at least let me go so that I can go somewhere where I can play. Because I'm doing well. It's not like I'm not doing anything.
Did they understand, though? And obviously they were able to give you the opportunity to leave.
Yes, we had an agreement. Because the coach said he's not going to play me. So there was nothing I can do. So if the coach says he can't play me, because the time I figure we were left with 4 games.
Yeah.
And I couldn't play the way I was playing Magefika because I played 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So I could see that seriously what he said, that means where I mean he's not going to play me because the time I figure I scored 2 goals. I assisted 1. We were playing against my team now, Sabai. So I don't understand when he said he can't play me, but I had to understand what he said because of he's the coach. So I had to follow all the instructions. Then I had to go and speak.
No, but it doesn't make any sense, though. Pule, why, though? Why, if you're delivering on the assists and you're delivering on the goals, what is he saying to you tactically you needed to change? What is he saying to you that you needed to do? Because you can't just say, I know, long because maybe, I don't know, I don't like the boots that he's wearing. What did he say to you?
He never been specific to me. The only thing he said, I'm not fitting his style of play. Then if Nyambuzu why, then I have a reason value to you know what, I'm not going to play you for 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but then I saw what, you know what, and the way went around corner, 4 games, maybe 20 minutes or 4 games, maybe 25 minutes. Actually, the way that's why I said, you know what, let me go and speak to the president and see what's going to happen.
So Sabail, Yonkin Sharp, Lapo, you're enjoying life. I mean, 19 games is a lot because even probably in your best season that you would have had at Kaizer Chiefs, I don't even think you'd have gotten to that number. Fitness-wise, obviously you're 100%. What about the circumstances there with the fans? How are they warming up to Pule Ekstein? How are they loving what you do? How are they receiving you as somebody from outside?
Since nje from day one, Lama Fena Lana, like they are always welcoming. Lama Fena Lana, they are happy for each and every player. Like for me now, I'm happy that I'm gonna racism and stuff. And even though when you're Dalane Saba, azange bayenza bo boo, hey, we don't want to anything. They never do funny things
Yeah.
for me now. So I was so happy mangwana lento lezo. And Lama Fena Saba they were happy because of before maybe I go Sabah, I was supposed to go to Sabah because of the coach of Sabah. He was the one who wanted me. Yeah, but then
Yeah.
agent things they change and then I had to go to Sabah. But the Sabah team and everybody they were happy to see me there, and I'm happy to join them.
Yeah. I know it sounds a bit confusing. There's Sabah, BAH, and then there's Sabahil on the other side, which is where you currently are. So in case people are a bit worried about, hey, lama Sabah, 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 aba kulmanga, aba laba bantu. So it sounds similar, but obviously they are different clubs overall. When you look back again at your time, and I know exactly what had happened and transpired at Kaizer Chiefs, when you try and keep in touch with the guys who are still your friends at the club, what do you miss the most about that kind of environment, being in South Africa and playing the kind of football that you're playing?
The only thing I will say, into engikhumbulayo, it's ukhuluma ilanguage yami. 1, 2, obviously ukhumbula abantu uhlezi unabo. So for me ukuthi ngibe ngalana, it was all about sacrifice. You must sacrifice a life to be a better player. You must sacrifice in life to achieve more. So if you want to achieve, finally come to your comfort zone and go somewhere and do something for yourself, for your family, and everybody who believe in it. So for me, Nanyakuluma na machita right, they are happy and everything. But if I were to choose between me being at Kaizer Chiefs or me being here, I would choose to be here because of I wanted to do more. I wanted to be the Pule Ekstein who will deliver for the team, not the Pule Ekstein who is there getting money without delivering anything. No, I wanted to be there and play.
And that means so much, what you've just said now, because we've seen players in the past who would have gone to an Azerbaijan, for example, and then they come back home prematurely when the contract's not even over. They come back, but they are homesick, they can't stand the weather, they can't stand the conditions, and then they leave. When you've said one thing which is so important, which is sacrifice. You have a short career in football, and if you're not willing to sacrifice to earn more, then trust me, your journey in life is going to be a problem. So how would you advise others? I'm fair from edladleni man, hey kunzima la ngikwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu nesisuthu nesitsonga nani. How would you advise those kind of people?
Mina into engayi-advisayo kwabantu, 1, I will tell them it's not easy. But if you know what you want and if you know ukuthi ufuna ukuba yini isikhathi masihamba, you must sacrifice in life. 2, ezinye izinto fanele uzenze for the benefit of your family, yourself and everybody okuthandayo. So for me, advice engizoyinika abantu ukuthi phuma to your comfort zone, go outside, learn phandle. Because mina into engiyibonile ukuthi if bengihlala to my comfort zone, I wasn't gonna be a better Pule that I am now instead of uPule loya wakudala. So mina into engizoyisho ukuthi abantu baphume to their comfort zone and go outside, learn ukuthi kwenzakalani, be a better player, be somebody ozoshintsha ilife yomunye umuntu kusasa.
Yes, Uti, you know what strikes me, and I always forget to ask you this question, is that there was a stage, and it deals with maturity. There was a stage where maybe you were making the headlines for the wrong reasons, tabloid and all of those things. And yet the football side of Pule Ekstein, we were not getting to see it at its best. Was there a moment when something, now you switch, that turned on to turn your life around? Because I see a completely different human being that I'm speaking to now compared to the Pule Ekstein then, who was maybe at times, you would admit it, a little bit reckless.
it's all about knowing what you want. For me now, and now this thing it's all about sacrificing. Because I had to sacrifice a lot of things, leaving my family emuva, leaving everybody leaving my friends, even though siyakhuluma efonini, but for you to achieve more, you have to not forget in fact, to try and wenze ulibale ngezinye izinto bezenzakala, forget about ubumnandi, forget about you after training going ekasi. Tell yourself ukuthi after training I'm going to my place, sit down, maybe leave the phone kancane, bheka movie, bheka something that's gonna make you be a better person kusasa. So for mina ukuthi ngibe lokhule lo is because of I sacrificed. I wanted to be a better player today. I wanna be a better somebody. I wanna achieve like other players. I don't wanna be that player who came to South Africa or who came to Azerbaijan and said there was a Pule Ekstein. When's any Pule Ekstein? He was a player who dribble hlala phezu kwebhola but not doing anything. So I want to achieve more. I want to do more.
And in that powerful way that you've said it, what is the ultimate for you? You've said it many times before that if you just get a chance to play for that club that allows you, like a Dino Ndlovu, to go and play in the UEFA Champions League, that will be the ultimate for you. Because, I mean, about Dino were able to go to Stamford Bridge, for example, and play in Champions League. And we're all sitting here at home and saying, hey man, is that still for you the ultimate?
Yeah, and that's my goal because I'm not far from that. Because Lana, Maupuma number one, you're playing Ama qualifiers for Champions League. Maupuma number two, you're playing Ama qualifiers for Europa, and number three. So for me, it's not far. The only thing I have to do is to work hard, work with my teammates, learn more as a player. Because as a player, you don't stop learning. You learn more, and umamela ama advices, which is a good, not bad advices. Then you will be a better player. Then you will achieve what you want.
Is your team currently doing that well that you think if the season, let's say football gets back to normal soon, is it a team that can finish in the top 3 position?
Not real, but like I said, if we play, Puma your comfort zone, go somewhere, you will never know what's gonna happen. So maybe the way somebody will come and say, okay, we can see Pule is doing well. Come and join us and help us play such 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this about the time they wanted me to play Ama qualifiers with Europa League. Yeah, but coach told me that the time bengifuna ukuzodlalisa kwilama thing ama qualifiers we Champions League because baphume number 3. No, away Europa League.
Yeah.
So for me to come this side, it was all about that.
Ithini agent man Pule? Ithini agent? Ithi khona abangqongqozayo, khona abakufunayo. Ithini agent?
Yeah, niyasho ukuthi bakhona abangifunayo but fanele simele iligi iphele size ukuthi kwenzakalani yabo because into engiyifunayo nami I wanna be the player ekhaya mabahleli or awota rob mabahleli but this is the player esiyaziyo ukuthi befanele fike la.
Ithini agent? Ithi Spain, England, Italy, Russia. Ithini? Asikhuluma ama direction.
Thinking ukuthi ngeke sikhona ukukhuluma ama direction but zona zikhona yabo.
Okay, hayi. Angakufaka inkingeni ngoba ngiyazi usasayinile icontract enzima lapha nabosuke bekuncishe lapha yazi so so asingayimoshi kancane asingayimoshi. All I'm happy for mina is that the focus is there and there are better opportunities that lie ahead for you. And I mean ukhiyekile ukhuluma nani unenje una goldfish lapha endlini yini okwenzakalani lapha? Ngithi ukhuluma nobani lapha endlini njengoba kuyi-lockdown, ukhuluma nama-goldfish, unekati, unenja, une-parrot, yini onayo?
Anginanex, mina ngikhuluma nje ne-program ye-TV. If ngingekho efonini yami or ngingabheki i-Netflix, ngikhuluma nefoni kuphela nefamily yami through the phone, akunanto engiyenzayo.
Uyayilalela nje uthola complexion, right?
Yeah, ngiyayilalela if angijimi because the only thing I have to do is either ngiyajima, ngiyalala or ngiyapheka.
Hey, Matat. Tell me though, the one coach in your career that you can attribute to having contributed the most positive or even most positively to you is who?
For me, what I will say from with development, they helped me a lot. Going to Coach Stewart, he helped me a lot. Uh, Coach Steve, he helped me a lot. Coach Ernest, he helped me a lot. But what I will never forget in my life, into Coach Ernest, is that I remember we're playing Sundowns. And he took me before Sibuyela go second half. Then he said to me, Pule, you know why I took you out? I said, no, coach. Ati Pule, you are number 10. If you are number 10, you have to receive the ball and go forward. Not receive the ball, play sides or go back. You are number 10. We have to get goals now. We have to get transitions now. And if you want to play overseas, stop these dribbling things of yours, tiki-taka that you don't know. Play forward, go forward. Like, akathanda isho bhothi ngenhliziyo yakhe yonke.
Sure.
But he said to me, the way keeping account, I will play you Vets. If you can do that, I'm telling you, you will be a better player. Then we went play against Vets. I became man of the match. He said to me, you remember what I said last week? I said, yes, coach. At a play like this, you will go overseas.
Nazog. Nazog. That's the turnaround that I was talking about. Ukuthi somebody, khona uncinza indlebe mfana, because I can tell that somewhere, somehow, somebody took that ear of yours, wayithi tip kancane. And for me, that shows. Maybe people don't tell you, but for us who observe football, who watch so much and consume so much football, international football, local football, we can see when a player has made a turnaround. And you have made a turnaround, both mentally and also on the field of play. So, fanele sibuyele siyomnikeza something inyana mhlawumbe imbuzi or something ucoach and so that simbonge, because look at where you are now.
Yeah, ngiyakhuluma naye, not to say asikhulumi mina naye. Siyakhuluma namanye ama-coach nobo-coach Steve siyakhuluma nabo. But ngiyababonga bonke for into bayenzile for mina, because of today I'm a better player because of bona. Yeah, but without bona, I wouldn't be wherever I am now.
It was something that, and I understood when someone like Spiwa Shabalala had to go and play overseas for the first time so late in his career, is that you don't want to get to a stage when the fans start telling the coach that they don't want the player. And they start, hooey, boo, and then give those signs. For you, and I know it happened once or twice, it happened maybe a couple of times, when there's like the boo brigade, especially with the big teams. If it's Pirates, Chiefs, the fans expect so much. When that was starting to happen with you, did it break your spirit somehow? How did you react to the little pockets of fans that were acting like that?
I think for me now, that thing, I'm not going to blame the fans or anything. I understand it by Funai. One, Kaizer Chiefs is a big team. Make no mistake. Two, if you play for Kaizer Chiefs, you must deliver. Whether you like it or not. Culture na you must deliver. So for me, abantu they were expected more from me, which is angbaniganga yona. One. Two, I became a better player. Coach Steve Magefika, and I became more better player. Coach Ernest Magefika, of course, ungitwistile naye kancane. Coach Steve ungitwistile, but no Coach Ernest wangitwista kakhulu, because of no Coach Ernest bengikhona ukudlala, and no Coach Ernest bengikhona ukucontribute kancane for a team. That's why I was getting abo man of the match, and that's why I was starting. Because if you can check wonke amagame wadlalile ngo-Coach Ernest, I tried my best and ngidlale kahle. Yabo, so for me, ukuthi ama-support abasho kanje angibablame, because they wanted me to deliver. If you don't deliver for Kaizer Chiefs, that means you're not doing anything.
But abantu abaningi abama-understand. I mean, uthola ukuthi na i-Chiefs ihlezi lapha number one, but kusenabantu abathi hayi wena zazimfuni coach ahambe. I mean, i-Chiefs ayikawini ngisho nembuzi in 5 years. Lutho. So they should be happier now ukuthi there's a chance that the team might win something. But same fans, no, abasafuni nokumuza. I mean, how do you even explain that though?
For mina the way ngihlezi ngibona ngakhona nakuma-social media nani, most of the fans abakhuluma lento lezi akusiyo ama-fans we-Chiefs, or maybe most of the fans abakhuluma lento lezi if ama-fans we-Chiefs maybe abathandi the way adlala ngakhona. And angazi ukuthi enye into efanele uyazi is that wonke umuntu akuna wonke umuntu ozokuthanda. You have to accept that. And into engiyibonile ngaye ukuthi uyazi ukuthi ngeke uthande wonke umuntu, and he will do le into ayazi ukuthi izobenefita yena ne-team nama-player wakhe awacoachayo. So for mina into engizoyisho ukuthi abantu abakhuluma ukuthi bona bamthanda ama-fan mostly abangasupporti i-Chiefs, because Chiefs is doing well. The only thing bafanele bayenze ukuthi banikwe indebe, then that's all. Even if banganikwa indebe kusasa bathi i-Chiefs ama-champions, there will always be complaints. So fanele uhlale uyazi ukuthi lento leyo izohlezi ikhona.
Any wishes or hopes to still play for Bafana Bafana, be called up for Bafana Bafana? I know ukuthi amagame abo mhlambe bazodlala futhi next year given the situation, but for you personally, national team?
Yeah, for me, Mr. Rob, ngiyafuna ukudlalela i-national team, because to be honest, if I was talking to one of my friends, Izolo, futhi ngimtshela ukuthi I will have an interview now, and washo ukuthi, you know why not to say I'm judging or anything, but if you can check, he said to me, you know why Abo Nigeria bawina kangaka? Ngithi no. He said to me, Abo Nigeria, they are winning because of most of their players basebenzisa ama-player wase overseas. I'm not saying us overseas players or us players who are not playing in South Africa fanele sibizwe because of we are not playing. No. But into efunakalayo ukuthi umuntu lo ombizayo uyadlala na eteamini yakhe. Umuntu ombiza is contributing for the team na. And lo muntu owase overseas makedlala uyacontribute la dlala khona na. So into important ukuthi biza umuntu odlalayo, biza umuntu ozosiza i-national team because of ama-stats ayasho. You call a player because of his stats. You don't call a player because of the player Robert Marawa. We know it's Robert Marawa. No, call a player because of ama-stats so that we can win. Abo Nigeria, you're calling abo, for instance, maybe Abo Moses. Abo Moses, they are doing well for ama team. Abo Igola, they are doing well for Abo Manchester. So if we biza lavand lap, you know go to Zotola something. So nathi sicela ukuthi babize ama player who are doing well for their current teams.
And you one of them. You said 19 games on the trot, assists, goals, an improved player as well. You couldn't have said it better as well, Pule Ekstein, and that is why I wanted to reach out to you. Check out ukuthi asiglahlanga mfana omdala bangakulahla bonke thina ngeke siglahle la kuMarawa TV. So be rest assured mfana omdala, and I want to thank you so much. I can't believe that our time has gone so quickly, but I am so proud of the human being that you've become. I'm so proud of the football player that you've become. Keep improving, keep working hard, keep training, and I think at the end you'll get your just desserts.
Ngiyabonga Mr. Rob. I know ukuthi ngeke ungilahle nami ngeke ngikulahle. Whatever uyifunayo, I'm always here for wena, and please greet everyone in South Africa ubatshene ukuthi ngi-happy and I'm healthy, I'm not sick, everything is right. I follow all the protocols and wonke umuntu abe right, abe safe. Please stay at home, wash your hands and be safe.
Okay, mfana omdala mbogeza izandla ke. Bye-bye. Pule Ekstein, thank you so much. All right. Wonderful stuff, man. Salute that man all the way from Azerbaijan. Joining us right here on Marawa Moments on Marawa TV. Subscribe, click, like, do the rest. We'll keep watching.